WWE News, Rumors, Headlines, WWE Gossip, WWE Debates, whether it be Raw, Smackdown, backstage, in stage, in the ring, outside of the ring. Become a channel member today. Hype up the video and comment below and give me a super thanks donation in the comments section of the video below by using your credit card. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some pivotal updates. We have dramatic developments, and we're going to bring it to you right now because we believe in the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. Let's not waste any of your valuable time. Good morning. If you're watching this, maybe in the afternoon. Hell, it might be night. You might be still in bed. You might be waking up with your coffee. Maybe going to go to Denny's. Maybe going to go to IHOP. I don't know. But this is your one-stop destination. Let's kick it off. CM Punk has had enough. And I'm not talking about the rumor about CM Punk turning heel because Seth Rollins is injured and Seth Rollins is going to miss WrestleMania and Seth Rollins has been pulled from WWE. No. And we got a huge update on Seth Rollins during this particular episode. CM Punk has had enough, viewers. Has had enough of what, though, WWE? Is CM Punk going to AEW again? Is he going to TNA? Is he going to NJPW? Is CM Punk done with wrestling? What has CM Punk had enough of? Has he had enough of Seth Rollins? Is CM Punk happy that Seth Rollins is injured and hurt and is going to be sidelined, is going to be sidetracked, that Seth Rollins is going to be benched? Nope. CM Punk has had it with fans. CM Punk is calling out fans who are crossing the line in a big way. In a message posted to his Instagram stories, WWE star, former world champion CM Punk issued a public warning to individuals who have been showing up at airports and hotels just to catch him off guard. Punk didn't sugarcoat it. He made it crystal clear that this type of behavior is not fan support, it's harassment. We unfortunately have to have this conversation again, Punk wrote. Do not turn up at airports. Do not show up at hotels. I cannot believe I have to say this. Do not follow people. Punk went on to say that these repeated invasions of privacy have been addressed before and that enough is enough. Maybe enough is enough. Maybe that was a shout out to the late, great Owen Hart, the King of Hearts. You've repeatedly been politely told no, respect it, CM Punk continued. You are not a fan, you are a stalker and will be treated as such. Respect the boundaries, stop harassing people. This kind of harassment isn't new in pro wrestling. Top talent from WWE, AEW, and other promotions have dealt with increasingly aggressive behavior from fans using flight tracking apps, social media tips, and hotel searches to track their every move. What might seem like an innocent autograph opportunity to some has spiraled into a full-on privacy breach. Wrestlers have shared horror stories over the years, from being followed through security lines at airports to having strangers request their hotel room numbers at the front desk. Some have even been approached at dinner while sitting with their families. It's become a serious problem that blurs the lines between fandom and obsession. CM Punk, being one of the most well-known figures in the industry, has long dealt with the dark side of fame, but his silent outburst but this latest outburst shows the frustration is reaching a boiling point for the best in the world, and he's no longer staying silent about it. Should fans respect wrestlers' personal boundaries more? Where is the line between dedication and respect? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Man, that is sad that these people alone go out and actually get a job. Yeah, well, I mean, these people just, they make it their life to stalk and to follow. It's one thing if you're already in the airport. I would say if you're already there and you're not stalking, you're not tracking, and you're not using apps as a way of means to do something quite like this. But viewers, fans, and subscribers, if you're doing this, if you're a part of this, if you've ever done it, now's the time to see the error of your ways. Now is the time, viewers. Now is the time to fix the situation at hand. Don't go around and subject yourself to these WWE superstars, because now it could lead to arrests. It could lead to trouble. It could lead to court. It could lead to lawsuits. It could lead to, again, being put in a cop car. I mean, these situations can get very delicate. Very, very delicate. We got more news, rumors, and headlines coming down the pike. Breaking news on the phenomenal AJ Styles, the former WWE champion. AJ Styles is being serious about stepping away from the ring, and now he's letting fans know in no uncertain terms that the end is coming soon. During a WWE live event in Melbourne, Australia, the former WWE champion grabbed the microphone for a rare unscripted message. So Styles is going unscripted now. Styles told the crowd that he wasn't supposed to speak, but he needed to share something very personal, and it hit hard. I don't have a lot of time, and I'm not supposed to be on the microphone right now, he told the Melbourne audience. But I just wanted to thank you guys for being some of the biggest and best fans in the world. Not biggest, but best fans in the world. Here's the truth. I'm probably not going to be seen like this in a singlet here anymore. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. Styles has already confirmed that 2026 will mark the end of his legendary in-ring career. The reason, he wants more time with his family, and his body just can't take the grind of WWE schedule anymore. And at 47, he has made peace with the decision, and his fans are slowly preparing to say goodbye. The moment in Australia wasn't just a farewell speech, it was a signal. Styles is preparing to hang up his boots, and he's doing it on his terms in sincerity and gratitude. As his retirement draws closer, fans can expect more moments like this, emotional, heartfelt, and full of appreciation for the career that AJ Styles, the face that books this place, has built, the fans who stood by him every step of the way. Are you ready to say goodbye to AJ Styles in 2026? What would you want to see in his final run? Who do you want him to go against? In my opinion, if this is his final run, and he says it is, I mean, I know in the wrestling world, you can never say never. You literally can never say never. But for AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, it'll be one hell of a thing because, you know, in my opinion, AJ Styles should have one more run at the top in the main event. AJ Styles should be a world champion in 2026. Make no mistake about it. Also, breaking news on Mercedes Monet. Mercedes Monet files Ultimo Monet trademark after claiming her 10th championship. Mercedes Monet now is holding a 10th title. Absolutely unbelievable, guys. Wow. Remember Ultimo Dragon and all the belts he used to have in WCW and other wrestling companies and other promotions? Well, now instead of Ultimo Dragon, it's Ultimo Monet. You got to wonder what the Ultimo Dragon thinks about that. By trademarking Ultimo Monet, Monet isn't just celebrating a milestone, she's turning it into a lengthy move. And legacy. It's all about legacy for her. It's another example of how she is redefining what it means to build a personal brand in pro wrestling. What do you think about Mercedes Monet's Ultimo Monet brand move? Should wrestlers take control of their legacy this way? Having 10 belts, that means nothing is wild. Oh, God, that one's fragile person walking around. That thing bothers me the most, is that she is literally driving people away. Even sickos are sick of her. And again, this is according to some fan comments online. And now, viewers, the sad thing that we move into now, the update that you don't want to hear of. With Seth Rollins reportedly being injured, with Seth Rollins reportedly pulled from the WWE, with Seth Rollins no longer being in the plans for WrestleMania next year. It was supposed to be Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns in the main event at WrestleMania 2026, WrestleMania 42. But now, Rollins has not only been canceled from the WWS, he has been canceled. Viewers, fans, and subscribers, we are now receiving word again. Plans can change again. This could all be an angle storyline. This could all be for Seth Rollins to fool the internet again like he did at SummerSlam. But those that feel that this isn't, it doesn't feel the same. It's not the same aura. It's not the same vibe. Seth Rollins is legitimately injured. He's legitimately hurt, and he is going to need surgery. But upon all of that, viewers, upon all of that as it concerns Seth Rollins, there is concern. And again, this is rumor and speculation. Remember, Seth Rollins, before this injury happened at WWE Crown Jewel, before this injury, he was already hurt. He was already not 100%. He was already banged up. He was already scuffed up. Seth Rollins was already dealing with multiple injuries. And then when he had this shoulder injury, which is now going to require surgery, it has made things a hell of a lot worse. And now there is some whispers. There is some talk. There is some innuendo, so to speak, about Rollins' future in the WWE. Yes, the future of the architect. Ladies and gentlemen, according to those that know, and of course this is not finalized, this is rumor, is that there is serious doubt about if Rollins will ever be able to return again, which then signifies, will Rollins retire? Is Seth Rollins set to retire from the WWE sooner than anticipated, sooner than expected? Again, there was already a lot of worry about how many more years Rollins had left in the WWE, that Rollins may have had only another 2 years left, maybe 2 years left at that for Seth Rollins in the WWE. But now with this latest shoulder injury, there is a lot of worry and there is a lot of concern as it concerns Seth Rollins. Wow. Do you think Seth Rollins is going to be forced to retire sooner than anticipated? Now, if you look at the current WWE, we're going to be losing John Cena, we're going to be losing AJ Styles, and now we quite possibly could be losing Seth Rollins. Wow, that is big. That is major. That is something you do not want to even fathom. That is something you don't even want to think about if Seth Rollins is going to have to retire, especially if he's forced to retire. We have seen many retirements in the WWE before their time. Edge, Daniel Bryan, Paige, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, I know a lot of those superstars ended up coming back in AEW. I get it. But the fact is, they did retire in the WWE. Also, viewers, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, the unmatched chemistry between those two female competitors is unmatched. Also, WWE talent are reportedly disappointed in the WWE this morning. Oh boy, why are WWE talent disappointed this morning on October the 15th, 2025? Well, according to those that know, the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, WWE talent are reportedly disappointed over Rich Holland in the treatment that he is getting. Also, Fatal Influence confirms new member after Jasmine exit from the WWE. AEW's Ruby Soho and Angela Parker opening a board game cafe in. Former WWE LFG BJ Ray seeks AEW opportunity after his release. And Stevie Turner on her WWE exit. I have no regrets, just gratitude. AEW star says injury will keep him out of action for some 2 years. Also coming up, ladies and gentlemen, WWE's NXT's Halloween Havoc. Yes, Halloween Havoc returns. I just wish Halloween Havoc was on the main roster. Why does NXT get all the greats? You know, the Great American Bash, the Halloween Havoc. Why can't they share it with the main roster of WWE? And again, viewers, again, John Cena's final match, Washington, D.C., Saturday night's main event. The pre-sale tickets are available now. Yes, the pre-sale tickets for John Cena's last ever match, his final match, his retirement match against Gunther. Although it really should be against Edge. It really, let's be honest, guys, let's call a spade a spade. Nobody wants to see Gunther and John Cena. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Everybody wants to see John Cena versus Edge for his last ever match in the company. And again, Seth Rollins has been pulled from WWE live events. Yes. Not only has Seth Rollins been pulled from their big Japan event that the WWE had lined up, Seth Rollins has been pulled from all of WWE. The only time you will be seeing Seth Rollins is to relinquish and forfeit the WWE World's Heavyweight Championship on the red brand of Raw on Netflix. That might be the only time you see Seth Rollins next. Sadly and unfortunately, guys. And yes, it is very untimely. It is very sad. It is a miscarriage of justice that this is going down to the architect himself. Whether you like Seth Rollins, whether you agree or disagree with his tactics or the way that he wins, some say he deserved to get injured. Some say he deserved to get hurt. Some say he deserves to have surgery. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, Seth Rollins is playing a bad guy, and if you hate him that much, Seth Rollins is doing his job good as a heel. He wants you to hate him, and Seth Rollins has definitely gotten a lot of people to hate him. Make no mistake about that. This is very intriguing. It is not uplifting. I can assure you that it is not uplifting as concerns Seth Rollins. But at this time, viewers, fans, and subscribers, wait a minute, we are receiving more word from the, wait a minute, hold on, guys. We got another story. Again, this is why we do multiple videos a day. Hold on, we're receiving more word from those in the know, guys. Again, we do all news in real time. That's why we do multiple videos a day in case there's a change or an update or we have to sidetrack or, all right, so, all right, we got big news. All right, big news coming out of the blue brand of Smackdown. The October 10th edition of Smackdown, which featured the return of Shinsuke Nakamura finally making his return to WWE television. How did it pan out to the ratings? How did it reflect to the USA Network? Well, however, SmackDown still saw a decrease in viewership. According to Programming Insider, WWE SmackDown averaged 1.024 million viewers on the USA Network, down marginally from the 1.030 million viewers on October the 3rd, 2025. In the key 18 to 49 demographic, the show scored a 0.22 rating, a slight decrease from last week's 0.23. Now remember, Seanzviewent will provide the latest viewership data and key developments from Friday Night SmackDown and Raw as it concerns all things WWE as the WWE slowly builds momentum to the Survivor Series. Yes, the Survivor Series comes to you on pay-per-view and PLE as it's scheduled. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. I am working on plenty other hot, big stories right here, the hotly debated Seanzviewent Entertainment, where if it's not brash, it's not going to last. And I will always be unapologetic because that's just the way it's going to be. And if you're not down with that, oh well.